For a very long time, futuristic design has captivated architects, science fiction authors, and a huge variety of other professionals. When we consider these futuristic, extraterrestrial buildings, some examples come to mind: Zaha Hadid, Yves Behar, and Santiago Calatrava. This article will examine 10 cutting-edge architectural designs that are only achievable thanks to the contributions of computer software. Stadium 974 by Fenwick Iribarren Architects. Another exceptional example of cutting-edge architecture, Stadium 974 was commissioned by the Qatari government for the FIFA World Cup. Beginning in 2017, building on it used only vibrant shipping containers, cartons, and other recyclable materials. Because 974 shipping containers were utilized in its construction, it is known as Stadium 974. It was built with the intention of serving as a reminder of the Qatari government's dedication to sustainability. It was made possible using parametric software, BIM workflow, and sustainability design concepts, and is backed by a sturdy steel framework. Janoub Stadium by Zaha Hadid Architects. For the 2022 FIFA World Cup, the stadium was developed in 2019 by pioneers of contemporary architecture design. This masterpiece by Zaha Hadid Architects combines elegance with aesthetically pleasing functionality. It is 23 kilometers from Doha and Al Wakra. Zaha is renowned for using cutting-edge computational technologies to produce stunning designs and execution. This stadium is designed to resemble a dhow, or more specifically, its base or hull. A dhow is a type of sailing boat that has historically been utilized in South Asia and Eastern Arabia. As much as 40,000 people can live there. It includes a retractable roof supported by steel stems that are tubular in shape, which helps to cool the structure. Never has a futuristic architectural design looked so stirring. Ocean Spiral by Shimizu Corporation. A projected underwater city called Ocean Spiral would be located on the ocean floor. Designed by Shimizu Corporation, it envisions living, working, and residential areas centered inside a massive spiral-shaped structure. By relying primarily on parametricism-derived ideas, this futuristic architectural style may very well be a finished city by 2030, according to reports. It is envisioned as a city with a 500-meter circumference that extends up to 2.5 miles below the surface of the ocean. There will be food, energy, and fresh water supplies at the bottom of the long, spiral tower. Up to 5,000 people could live in the city according to its original plans. Proteus by Yves Behar. Proteus is intended to be the equivalent of the International Space Station for the oceans. Off the coast of Curaçao, which is close to the Netherlands, this futuristic building design will be built at a depth of 60 feet. Proteus is designed to be a research station submerged under the ocean. Prior to now, only cylindrical submarines could be built for research purposes underwater, which presented significant difficulties for scientists because of their seclusion, poor lighting, and lack of exercise. Diving trips could only last for 2 hours, which was insufficient for research. In addition to being a place for in-depth research on marine life, climate change, robotic exploration, and the viability of human living underwater, Proteus seeks to overcome these deficiencies. Swiss architect Yves Behar is creating it according to aquanaut Fabien Cousteau's vision. It is in this sense a truly futuristic architectural design because it could only be made practical by cutting-edge computational architecture technologies like Grasshopper, Enscape, and Rhino. The Reef Line, Miami. A 7-mile-long underwater sculpture park is being built by the Japanese company OMA. It includes artwork from the thriving Miami cultural scene and is intended to fight climate change in the area. The Blatnavik Family Foundation funding paid for this amazing futuristic building design, which was built starting in November 2020 with the goal of housing endangered reef species. It combines a variety of applications, including Rhino, Enscape, and Revit's water element, among others, and was created by architects, designers, marine biologists, and coastal engineers. The Reef Line is a great illustration of ecological design principles mixed with future aspects, both symbolically and practically. It was created by Jimena Caminos and Shohei Shigematsu. An OMA partner with extensive experience is in charge of it. The sculpture of an underwater stairway is Shigematsu's Reef Line edition that is the most striking. The Line in Saudi Arabia. In Saudi Arabia, a metropolis called the Line is now being built. In many ways, the architectural design is futuristic. A linear metropolis built on sustainable principles is suggested. It is intended to have a net zero lifespan and be completely free of vehicles, road pollution, and emissions. The metropolis will only be 200 meters broad and 170 kilometers long. The Saudi Crown Prince gave the project his commission, and work on it is presently underway. Based on the idea of zero-gravity urbanism, which stacks city buildings vertically, the project, residents are free to move vertically, up, down, across, but not horizontally. The project is called NEOM, and some of the top architecture companies in the world, including UN Studio, Zaha Hadid Architects, and Lava, have been hired to build it. These firms are well recognized for their innovative designs and extensive use of computer tools. It was first introduced in 2016 and has a $500 billion budget. Mars X House. The Mars X House is a cutting-edge design created for the NASA 3D modeling competition, which encouraged participants to develop a sturdy and effective habitation for humanity's upcoming journeys to Mars. It was built for a team of 4 people over the course of one Earth year using an evidence-based design methodology. The building has 5 separate stories that are used for bedrooms, operations, restrooms, and other things. A true example of futuristic architecture in every way. Exploration of Renaissance and Baroque facades with tensile structures. Baroque architecture, which is renowned for its elaborate and opulent design, is incorporated into Muhammad Qasim Iqbal's avant-garde design. Because to its elaborate and sensual design, the flamboyant detail of Baroque facade is meant to inspire awe. Muhammad Qasim uses a similar idea in his music. Another work from Midjourney. The frescoes and arches of the Baroque-style design are framed by stone carvings that mimic the erratic and blustery structure of silk curtains. Rethinking the Future by Tat Atelier. The Rethinking Earth Architecture series by Tat Atelier is yet another amazing Midjourney-based futuristic design. Fungus and bark make up the short, cavernous structures that rise from the earth and contrast with the great sky. The architects programmed terms like Earth Home Architecture and Unreal Engine into the Midjourney engine. When the initial visuals were created, the structure was further evolved using generative architectural technologies. As can be seen in Bhatia's futuristic architectural design, Midjourney was utilized to produce building ideas, shortening the time needed for concept framing. However, only the architects are responsible for further conceptual development. Midjourney serves as a tool for creating prompts to spark their creativity. It involves significant conceptualization and design thought. It is not a copy and paste task. AI-generated Biophilic Skyscrapers by Manas Bhatia. The AIX Future Cities project received a submission from Manas Bhatia, a computational designer at the architectural company Ant. Bhatia submitted a concept that fused sustainability and futurism using the AI-run picture generator Midjourney. His idea is on vertical gardens, which are substantial buildings covered in algae that serve as urban air cleaners. Edward O. Wilson, a Harvard naturalist, invented the term biophilia, which denotes a human propensity to develop deep relationships with other living things. In his design, Bhatia combines artificial intelligence, the natural world, and creative human thought. Designers and architects can enter a string of phrases that the software will transform into visuals through Midjourney.